Listen, I think the market is making a huge mistake right now. And honestly, I've seen this movie before. The government is literally preparing to spend over $75 billion on drones and autonomous defense technology. And some of the biggest drone stocks in the market are down 30, 40, even 50% from their highs. That disconnect, see, that's the opportunity. And if you understand what's happening early, this could end up being one of those moments people look back on the same way they look back at AI stocks in 2024, or chip stocks in 2023, or memory stocks in 2026. Because remember, people thought Palantir was dead. The stock got crushed, down almost 80%. People called it overhyped, said it was a government gimmick, said the business wasn't real. Meanwhile, the company kept growing the entire time. And the investors who understood the difference between a broken stock and a broken business, they are the ones that got paid. Some of them made 4x, 5x, some of them even more. And that's what today's video is about. I'm going to break down 5 drone stocks that I believe the market has completely mispriced. But before I give you the stocks, I need to give you the framework first. What's good, y'all? Welcome to Investing Uncomplicated, where we help the everyday investor make their money and the market make sense. Because if you skip the framework, you're gonna buy the wrong one. And trust me, not every stock that drops is a good investment. Look, I grew up in North Nashville. People from where I come from, they don't get access to these conversations early. By the time regular people heard about these opportunities, Wall Street done already made their money. That's why I built this channel, to help everyday people learn how to spot the setup before everybody else starts talking about it. So first, let me show you the mental model I use to separate opportunity from disaster. All right, so I want you to picture 4 boxes on the screen. This framework right here changes how you look at investing forever. So in quadrant A, the stock is up, the business is up, everybody's happy. That's Nvidia right now. That's the obvious trade that everybody sees. In quadrant B, the stock is up, but the business is slowing down. This is the danger zone. This is when hype is outrunning reality. In quadrant C, the stock is down and the business is down. That's a broken business. You stay away from that all the way around. Then there's quadrant D. This is the holy grail. This is when the stock is down, but the business is actually growing. This means the shelves are stocked. The customers are buying. The revenue is climbing. The contracts are still coming in. But the market is panicking anyway. That's where the opportunity lives. And this is why I always tell people, you don't make your biggest money buying what feels comfortable. You make your biggest money buying strong businesses during uncomfortable moments. Look at Palantir in 2022. Stock collapsed almost 80%, but revenue kept growing. Government contracts kept growing. Margins improved. The business wasn't broken. The stock price was just disconnected from reality. And the drone sector right now, most of these companies are sitting in quadrant D. Look, y'all, the Pentagon's increasing spending. Governments around the world are increasing their spending on drone deployment. Defense contracts are exploding, but the stock prices still look like the business is failing. That disconnect, that's why we're having this conversation. But before you buy anything, you still need a filter. Because listen, not every dip is a buying opportunity. Some companies deserve to dip, all right? Some companies deserve to fail. So here's the exact checklist I use with members inside of my everyday investor community. So question number 1 is the revenue still growing? Question 2, Are margins holding up or improving? Question 3, is the company losing customers or market share? Question number 4, is debt getting out of control? And then number 5, did leadership just walk away from the company? That's it. Simple. Because if the stock is crashing, but the revenue is growing, the margins are strong, the balance sheet is healthy, and the leadership is still executing, then usually what you're looking at is fear. That's media fear, sector fear, political fear, economic fear. That's not a broken business. And every single stock in today's video passed the checklist. So now, let's get into the names. First up, Kratos Defense, ticker KTOS. This is actually one of my favorite setups in the entire space. And yes, I own it. Now, the scary part first. The stock is down more than 50% from its highs at the point that I'm recording this video. And people started panicking because the stock ran hard. Plus, there's uncertainty around defense spending and government budgets. So people started taking profits aggressively. So when people start selling to take profits, that drives the stock price down. But now, let's look under the hood. Revenue grew more than 22% year over year. Earnings per share beat expectations by 178%. Yes, 178%. Net income exploded even higher. A backlog, you want to talk about a backlog? A backlog means orders that have come in that they have not been able to fulfill because they're at capacity. Their backlog is at over $2 billion. That means contracted businesses are waiting to become future revenue. This means that the company has orders that they can't even fill yet. So that's just business waiting to become future revenue. They don't have to work for it. They don't have to market for it. It's already waiting. And the pipeline, over $14 billion. So the market is acting like the business is slowing down while the numbers are literally accelerating. Now, here's the part that really made me pay attention. The Pentagon just announced the largest drone spending initiative we've ever seen. $75 billion going toward drones and counter drone systems. And on top of that, the Wall Street Journal reported the government is considering taking direct equity stakes in American drone companies. That's a crazy headline. Okay, so in a previous year, the Pentagon had a budget of like $252 million. So they're going from a budget of $252 million to $75 billion. That's a 24,000% increase. Now, the federal government taking an equity stake in drone companies, that means that this industry is so important that it has become a matter of national defense that they get involved and gain ownership in some of these companies. But here's why Kratos is my anchor play. Kratos doesn't need the government to invest in them. They already have contracts. They already have backlog. They already have the pipeline. So if the equity program works, where the federal government is considering taking equity in some of these companies, the entire sector benefits. And if it becomes political chaos, money rotates back into the companies already executed. That's why I call this the wins either way stock, okay? Whether the government increases the budget, whether they take equity, whatever happens, Kratos is positioned to win either way. And honestly, my everyday investors community has been tracking this setup since the stock was around $60. The next stock is AeroVironment, ticker AVAV. So this is the institutional money play. Now, the stock got crushed recently because of a lawsuit tied to one of their Space Force programs. And the headlines made it sound like the entire company was imploding. But this is why you can't invest based on headlines, because while everybody was panicking, the company still had over $1 billion in backlog. Bookings are still exploding. Revenue guidance is still strong. Margins are still improving, and their core drone business still growing aggressively. So the market saw a lawsuit, but ignored the fact that the actual operating business is still healthy. And here's the giveaway. When the Pentagon equity stake story came out, the stock jumped immediately. Why, you might ask? Because big money still cares about this company. And when institutional investors start rotating back into the drone stocks at scale, AVAV is one of the only names big enough for major funds to build meaningful positions in. That matters. Sometimes size is an advantage. Now this next one, ONDS. Now this one shocked me. Okay, so ONDS, this company grew revenue over 1,000% year over year. Yeah, no, not a typo. Grew revenue over 1,000% year over year. Now the criticism. Some people actually think they're growing too fast through acquisitions. They're burning cash, moving too fast. Cool. Now let's look at the numbers. The backlog exploded. Guidance exploded. They've got a fortress balance sheet, zero long-term debt, and some of their divisions already reached profitability ahead of schedule. Plus, their counter drone technology is helping secure the FIFA World Cup. That's real world credibility. It's not hype. Now, here's the hidden catalyst most people are missing. This company isn't just becoming a drone manufacturer. They're becoming an autonomous defense platform. Because once you own the AI orchestration layer, you're no longer just selling hardware. Now, you're operating like a software company wearing a hardware costume. And that completely changes how the market values you. This is exactly the type of setup we break down with my coaching clients. All right, so we're halfway through, and I saved the two most contrarian picks for the second half of the video. The next one is the stock I probably get asked about the most inside of my community. It's RCAT Holdings, ticker RCAT. Now, let me be upfront. This is the highest risk stock on the list. This is not an all-in position. This is not a bet the house stock, but the opportunity here is very interesting. Revenue growth came in around 849% year over year. That's a big number. The company is already generating real government revenue. Their drones are already approved for military use, and the Pentagon is aggressively trying to close the gap between US drone production between the US and China. That's the real story here. China massively dominates drone manufacturing right now, and the United States basically has to rebuild domestic production capacity for national security reasons. That's not politics, that's strategy. And RCAT is already positioned inside that ecosystem. So this isn't really a bet on whether drones matter. That conversation is over. This is a bet on whether RCAT can scale fast enough to meet the demand that's already coming. Now, this last stop, it's the most provocative story in the entire video. And you need to understand the 2028 angle before you invest in this space. It's Unusual Machines, ticker UMAC. This is absolutely a wild card, okay? And yes, we gotta address the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is the Trump family connection. Some investors are uncomfortable with it. Some investors like it. Some investors think it creates some political risk. Cool, that's fair, that's reasonable. But honestly, that's not even the part I care about the most. What caught my attention is the NDAA compliance angle. This company already has a fully compliant domestic supply chain. No Chinese parts, no foreign dependency. And starting in 2028, the Pentagon's sourcing requirements become much stricter. This means that defense contractors can't rely on cheap overseas drone components anymore. That changes the entire industry because now everybody has to scramble to rebuild domestic sourcing. But UMAC, they already built it. That's the hidden advantage. And when regulations force the industry to move in their direction, the companies already prepared usually benefit the most. Now, does the stock carry risk? Absolutely. It's a small company, very volatile. There's execution risk. All of that is real. But sometimes the market underprices companies because people are too distracted by the noise to see the actual setup. And I think that's what's happening here. Now, listen carefully. None of these are go all in tomorrow stocks. That's not how smart investing works. The opportunity window in this sector is probably measured in months, not days. So dollar cost average, build slowly, stay disciplined. That's how everyday investors win long term. And if you're newer to investing or you're trying to understand how to analyze companies like this, I put together a free investing class that breaks down the exact foundation you need. The link to register for the free class is in the description of this video and at the bottom of the screen. And if you want to go deeper, my everyday investors community has already been tracking some of these positions in real time, KTOS especially. The conversations around entries, adding on weakness, and long-term positioning are already happening there. So if you want to build alongside a community of people learning this stuff together, come join us. And let me know in the comments, which one of these drone stocks do you think the market is getting wrong right now? If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Investing Uncomplicated, turn on your notifications, and share this video with somebody that you love. I'll see you in the next one.